co-living properties that's being built ground up, and let me explain to you how this can multiply your income 3 times better than your standard single-family resident unit.
Don't mean to spill the beans here, but the secret he's going to tell you is you lie to the city, lie to the mortgage company, and then do a bunch of things illegally. Let's continue.
Standing in front of our co-living unit, which is 1,770 square feet, in which we're building 4 bedrooms with private baths and later converting them to 7 bedrooms.
Notice he said his co-living facility. This is actually permitted as a single-family residential home because he lied to the city permits department. And later, he's going to convert it into the actual thing he intended on building in the first place that he lied to the city about building, mostly because they said no, and that wouldn't be allowed in the area he's building in. But let's continue.
With private baths. You as a passive investor are going to be able to rent these out by the week to the affordable housing arena. Now, passive investment should include an amazing operating partner. That's why we have all the tools, the team, and most of all, the drive to make sure that your investment is truly passive. We can rent the rooms by the week. We take you directly from dirt to keys, which is what we call from planning and permitting all the way to the ground floor construction.
So let's make sure what he just said. He is going to take you from dirt to keys. He is going to be the one that's dealing with the planning, the permitting. He's going to be dealing with his construction guys, his contractors, his builders. Everything's done in-house by Strata Ventures. Then they hand you the keys. Keep that in mind. They hand you the keys when the permitting is done, when everything's passed. But it's not until after that that they start making the illegal modifications. That's once it's in your hands. No longer the dirt to keys portion. It is now into the let's do illegal shit portion. They no longer own it at that point.
Deliver that hands to you. Hey guys, welcome. This is our 1,770 square foot co-living unit. Right now it's being built from the ground up, so we're definitely in what we call dry-in and studs.
There's no such thing as called dry-in and studs. You do all of the framing and complete that, and then do what's called dry-in, where you put the roof and the siding and those things on. But you can't put those things on until the actual framing is done. And as you can tell, it's definitely not dry, and I'm not quite sure what's going on with this tree. We're going to notice this little tree pops up in a lot of the parts of this video, so it's quite interesting. Anyway, let's continue.
Right now, what we're doing is building this unit to house 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and then we're going to later convert those into 7 bedrooms.
So right now, it's permitted as 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. He's building from the ground up, brand new. Why would he not be building what he's supposed to be building, what the intended purpose is? Because he wouldn't be allowed to.
7 baths and rent those out by the week. Per plan, obviously passing city code and permitting, this is right now going to be ID'd as the dining area. And then
passing city code, permitting, ID, whatever you just said. In other words, this is just a room. This isn't a bedroom, but you'll see when he comes back through later, it's going to be converted later outside of the permit stuff, outside of the rules and the regulations of the city. It's going to be converted into a bedroom. So remember what he says when he comes back to that room later.
Well, I'm going to walk you guys through the plan here, and this little hallway is going to have the actual utility closets. We also have more storage closets, and a lot of the HVAC factors are going to go into that. In here, this is where it splits, and we're going to be converting this one into a bedroom and this one into a bedroom later.
So now he's going to be converting those 2 things into bedrooms, which means adding electrical, and he's going to be modifying the plumbing, adding showers, toilets, all that kind of stuff. Those are all outside of the permits. Those are all after you've passed inspection. These are all things being hidden from the city.
But it's ID'd more as a living quarter or as a living area. So you'll see this room right here is already plumbed out, in which right here we're going to be putting in the shower, and the toilet, and obviously the vanities that are going to be needed for the city. Approvals.
Not really sure why those shower pans or entire bathrooms are just filled with water, but it seems like the dry-in isn't going so well.
This other side here, we're going to be putting up walls later on what we call post short-term, which means we're going into a long-term loan.
In other words, after he's passed the mortgage inspections, because he lied to the mortgage company about what was being built. So once they've done their inspections and they're going into the long-term, they're going to take the money that they lied about from the short-term loan and use that money that they lied about needing to build what they told the mortgage company they're building and the city that they're building, and use that money and after they've already refinanced to now convert this property. So basically lying to the mortgage company and hiding what's being done.
We're going to be now at this point adding here the bathrooms. So here we're going to be digging into the rough plumbing and adding again the shower pan, the drain.
Digging into the rough plumbing, making major modifications to the plumbing systems outside of the permit process. This guy's building things from dirt to keys, and is flat out entire plan is to lie to the city and put the end owner, the investor, the newbie, in a situation where now they have something where they own a property and they've done things to that property that are highly illegal and cause great liabilities to themselves, personally and financially.
And obviously the toilet units. So this would be bedroom 2, bedroom 3. And then we'll continue on down here, guys. Again, this is the kitchen. This dining area right here is going to be then, this dining area right here is then going to be converted into bedroom 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is right here, bedroom number 4. And it's going to be obviously plumbed out post short term, basically after the long term mortgage gets done.
Again, additional plumbing, additional changes, additional lies.
This now will serve in here as the closet space with the wall right here for this particular bedroom. As we walk here, all ready to plan, this bedroom right here has a closet.
There's that tree that I don't know why, if you know you're doing a promotional video, why you would leave a giant tree branch in the middle of the room. So I'm not really sure what's going on here.
And is already plumbed out right there for a bathroom. So this is already ID'd as construction, a bedroom with an actual private bath. This bedroom also here is ID'd on plan as a bedroom with a private bath. So all of that has already passed inspections. Again, another utility closet, and maybe where we put in the HVAC factors there.
He said that the AC factors were going into the other end of the house, and if you're the one in control of designing, building, your crew's doing everything, you're doing the walkthrough, how do you not know where the air conditioning is going? That would already be in the plans, but I digress. Also, I'm not quite sure how this AC system is set up, considering that it's set up to be a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. How they're going to make all those modifications to the AC system to make sure that it's properly balanced and everybody's getting good quality air, but that's another story completely.
Here's another bedroom already ID'd on plan, which passed inspection, and plumbing roughs, which right there is going to be for the private bath. It's going to be the closet space. So every bedroom is about a 10 by 12 with an actual window, which is required for code. Great closet space. Remember, these are being rented out by the week for people in the affordable housing arena. Same thing here in this unit. You got the closet space, has the window, and also has the full bathroom. So at the end of the day, once this gets converted, it's going to be 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, rented out by the week. Our national partner, which we use for our property management, has an outstanding record of about a 90% occupancy. Average stay per person is right at about 9 months, and rents in this area should start out somewhere between.
Their national partner also is very misleading, because I've talked to everybody up to the executives at Pad Split, and they encourage this kind of behavior. They've partnered with him. They encourage you to work with Strata Ventures. Their general managers for Houston encourage you to work with Strata Ventures, even after being told what it is that they're doing. No, they are just trying to build these, and they think that they're skating the rules, or that it's fine that you're misleading. But they're also misleading their host, because the host should know that they're telling hosts to lie to the mortgage, lie to the city, lie to everybody. But the insurance is just regular homeowners insurance, is what I was told by one of their people, that you wouldn't tell the insurance company if you had someone sleeping on your couch just because they were paying you rent. Why would you tell them that it wasn't just regular homeowners insurance? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You would use renter's insurance, but there's a lot of liabilities. But if you've lied to the city and made modifications to this property, and then you don't do those things properly, well, it could be argued that because you didn't do the things properly, you did things to purposely avoid permitting on electrical, plumbing, and those sorts of things. Depending on the area, you could be required for sprinkler systems, fire alarm systems, maps, emergency lighting. Those kind of things are typically required in a co-living, short-term living facility. So encouraging people just to avoid all of that puts the end owner, the host, Diego and Strata Ventures, people that they're reaching out to, mostly newbies, it puts them in a severe situation where they could lose everything and possibly even go to jail. I mean, if you're lying and making modifications to properties and someone winds up getting severely hurt, you are the only person liable. Strata Ventures isn't liable, Pad Split isn't liable, and more than likely your insurance company isn't going to be liable. So just keep that in mind.
Between 160 to 180 per week. So do the math there, guys. So that's generating 4 times the revenue what you would get with a single family resident, and having a national partner doing the property management for you. Truly passive investing. So you're a passive investor that wants to find a product that's going to match.
It's also not passive investing because you're still going to have to deal with all of the maintenance issues. And if you have people coming and going and they're not having any ownership of the property whatsoever, then there's going to be a lot of issues. There's still going to be plumbing, electrical, and now you don't really know if that work was even done properly. So there's an increased chance of you having really bad issues with electrical and plumbing and HVAC down the road because you don't even know if it was done right because it never got inspected. So it's not truly passive if you're having to still take care of all the maintenance issues on a property that wasn't necessarily even built right.
Maximize your earnings. This is the Dirt to Keys project for our co-housing living units at Strata Ventures. If you want to know more about this amazing investment, you know exactly what to do.
Don't call them, whatever you do. That's ridiculous. All right.